quiz is garbage. No way. Ooh, this guy thinks he's Captain Knots. Thinks he's Captain Tying Knots. When everyone needs some knots tied, they go to him.
Rock and roll is very simple. Just 4 counts. 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4. This is rock and roll. There you have it, ladies and gentlemen.
Välkommen till livestreamen.
Hello. What's going on, guys? Doing something a little different today. So, I hope you guys are having a nice, what is it, Saturday? Yeah, having a good Saturday. We're going to do some improvising stuff based on, like, a backing track that we're going to make. Check out those sponsors. Still can get the 10% off Limitless Cables with the code ZACK10. And check out Resistance Publishing and SwissPix. So, like I said, today I want to do something a little bit different where we're going to just be basically improvising, talking about some melodies and different concepts throughout all of this, with melodies, improvising, leads. What's up, dude? How are you, man? So we can kind of go any direction that you guys want. But I want to, I've had some, especially since with students, I've had some questions about all this kind of stuff. But this is just a great way of practicing it. So you can kind of see what I do with Cubase. This is something that I would do a lot of. So, I don't know, 1, 2, 3, Damon, Jen, whoever. Let's find a, what should I do? Well, let's pick some sort of backing track to shoot for. Some sort of style, some sort of idea. I'm coming in with nothing, so we could do really anything. Nice, man. And then we get to get together on Monday too, man. So, and really knock some shit out of the park with the, I've got some cool ideas for you for sure. And I saved the notes. So, a little jazzy. Okie dokie. Let's, if we want to do jazzy, let's get a little bit more specific, just so I think for coming up with stuff, I can definitely do a bunch of jazz stuff, but coming up with something that's a little bit single coils. Do you want like I don't normally do a whole bunch of jazz. I used to do a lot more of it, right? I used to do a lot in college. I forgot part of the melody. Oops. I just decided to skip 2 measures at the end there. Let's think. Let's get a little more specific. Do you want something that's like jazzy and then some other sort of style? Like, do you want to have it where it's like kind of jazzy but more like the rock side, more pop, more bluesy? There we go. The cool thing is, you can definitely do, I'll definitely go for B minor. That works. I forgot actually that this guitar right now is set up for drop A. Oops. I almost was going to play something real bad. Alright, so if we do bluesy kind of stuff, let's do... Okay. So let's start with a progression. Maybe we'll do like some like electronic kind of drum beats too. Let me get a chunk of bass just to establish our root position, like the roots of our chords. I'll just make this like 8 long. Let's see. So if we were doing like traditional blues, just to bring this up, I'm gonna do blues influence, not so much just traditional blues. And the reason for that is when you have like traditional blues follows 12 measures, and it tends to be the same progression, or at least very, very similar, for like just a straight up blues, right? Where you have here, like this is their chord progression in terms of Roman numerals: 1, 4, 1, 1, 4, 4, 1, 5, 4, 1, 5. And that's not even the most like stripped down version of it. There's one where you end up playing the 1 chord for 6 measures. So I'm not feeling that, especially since we're going more the jazzy sort of thing. So I think what I'm going to do is kind of get the blues influence in the types of chords. Same thing with the jazzy stuff, but do more of like a less traditional blues progression. I can talk. All right, so let's get these. So we'll go to a G, a B. Okay, so actually I totally forgot that we were doing the key of B minor. Oops. I started doing our style sounds blues influence with pentatonics. Yeah, the pentatonics are a great option. The my hands we'll see how tired I am. I've been practicing a lot of really wide pentatonic stuff. Okay. Let's put these notes lower. Or do we not want them that low? Yeah, that's super low. We're also at a super fast speed, so let's see. That'll work. Here, let's see. Test this chord progression with just bar chords real quick. God damn it. I forgot we changed our key again. So, and then we went to G. Yep, so. Oops, shit. A7. And then D. There you go. Depending on depending on what you do, right, you can get different vibes. Like a lot of those that old school kind of metal stuff. Like Black Sabbath and everything, right? A lot of blues stuff in there. A lot of the blue note and the that's that tritone, right? It's cool stuff. Ooh, I'm in drop, so I can get some huge chords. Let me think about this, because instead of just doing like B minor 7 or something, I can get those bass notes in there. Okay, so our chord progression, I gotta get this in my head. B minor, E minor 7. So, and the reason I'm doing the 7th chord, here, let me actually show you this, because I don't know how many of you guys are familiar with this. The 7th chord, like the traditional, like if we want more of the rock, maybe even classical, pop anything more like, I guess, like that, you would probably have a foundation of a triad. So in that case, our chord progression would be B minor. I'll just play it in a boring way, and then I'll do it with the jazzier. So B minor, E minor, G, F sharp minor, E minor, then A, and then writing on a C. Okay, so you didn't really miss much. All I'm doing is going through the triad version of this because that kind of shows how you can get the different sounds. So right here, I'll do it again. This is just doing it with triads. So B minor. This is just that chord progression I randomly made baseline wise. So we're going to find cooler ways of making this, or a cooler backing track, but just to test it, you can just use simple chords. So right here, B minor, E minor, G, F sharp minor, and then E minor again, A, and D. I just kept it there as like a resolution. So it's not bad, but if we wanted more of that jazzy or blues sound, seventh chords are going to get us there more. So rather than having the foundation of triads, do the sevenths. So in that same progression, same bar chords and everything, but I'm going to put the seventh into it. You'll hear it's going to sound way different. My drop tuning. Right, so then the sounds way yazzier. Adding some of that yaz. So let's do let's get some sort of feel. Definitely for right now, let's just go chill. Some eighth notes on, what do you think, a ride? So right here I just put the snare hits to kind of be a halftime. I don't know if this is actually as laid back as I want. I forgot what tempo we were at. That's pretty slow. So we had add go 4 of those. Yep. I'm just adding, kind of thinking of some different patterns to make this just a little bit more interesting from the start. So hitting some ride, tip, and bell, kind of getting a little bit of accents and stuff. Let's see, so. Sounds really stripped down right now, but that's all right. And then let's duplicate that. Change up the feel just at the end a little bit, make it a little bit more interesting, and then okay, that's as far as a starting point goes, I think we're good. So here is our little progression with just well, fuck, what am I trying to say? Oh, simple chord progression version. I don't. You know what? I'll play it twice. The first time I'll do it with the triads. The second time I'll do it with the seventh chords, just again so you can kind of hear the difference. Every type of chord sort of has a certain type of mood to it. Like seventh, like it gives it that jazzy vibe, right? Ninth chords kind of, I think, add a little bit of a cool dissonance. So a whole bunch of things we could experiment with, but just oh shit, wrong chord, sorry. Sorry, I think those chords are boring anyway, so we want more of that's cooler. So I didn't play it all the way through. Here's the seventh version. So no matter how we want to play it, we don't even need to pick it like that necessarily. No matter what style you're doing, like since this is a little jazzy, let's say like we were thinking of like a band like Polyphia, right? When they're playing, they're just doing chord progressions like this. Like a lot of times when people see the way that they're playing, they think it's something really. I'm not dissing this, by the way. I'm not saying it's not impressive. It's like that shit is crazy. But if you strip it down, it's just a chord progression, right? So the oh well, thanks, man. I appreciate you. Hey, Rick got it too. Badass. He's a good guy. I haven't seen him in a little while. Well, thank you. I appreciate you guys. Appreciate you a lot. Let's make this more so like what I was saying, they strip down the chord progression, right? Or you can, and they do a lot of seventh chords that gives it a little bit more of that, like when they're moving around with different notes, and of course that their harmonic shit and the hybrid picking, it's fucking crazy. All right, let's figure out a cooler way of playing this. So let's figure out a tone that we want and like the chords that we actually want. So if we're doing B minor, we could do some cool stuff with like nope, wrong chords. Let me think of the rhythm I want for this. We didn't really go with a jazzy kind of rhythm, did we? We went more like just like kind of a rock kind of beat. That's all right. Another thing too that I didn't mention, the chords are all in very boring places right now, like every single measure. So we can play around with the timing of that stuff if we wanted. Because like this could be cool if we went, let's actually do that. Let's make it more interesting. So if we go 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Let's do a half a measure of these two. This is gonna be a little bit more interesting, I think. So we'll have a measure of 4/4 on B minor. Same thing on E minor 7. The G. Ooh, what if we did? Ooh, now we're getting fancy. This. Oh, hey, 123 got a sub. Thanks, Wicked. Wicked cool. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Ooh, this is gonna be cool. Ooh. So this totally changed things up, right? So in this is playing around with the meters a bit. We could totally change the time signatures too if we want. Here, Damon, you can pick a meter. So just like you can pick any sort of number that for the top, right? So the top, if you guys aren't familiar, the top number of a time signature is how many beats there are, really. And the bottom number is telling you what kind of note it is, so how many of what. So if we did like 5 on top, like Dream Theater, Stream of Consciousness, 5 on the top, 4 on the bottom, so 5 chord notes per measure kind of thing. Right now we're just in good old 4/4, but yeah, there you go. Well, thanks. I appreciate that. I didn't realize that for a while that's how it worked, and that's I think Jen was trying to, if I'm not mistaken, she was trying to make it like it might have even been you. Feel either 6. Okay. Let's do, or do you want to do both 5/4 and 6/8? Let's see. If we did. Let's get rid of this drum for a second so we can think about this. 4, 5. This is gonna be cool. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. Okay, so we're gonna use both, and what I just this is the way that I'm just taking your oh nice. Yeah, so we're gonna do both. So you did step out for a sec. 1, 2, 3. So what's happening now is we're making this cooler rhythmically. So Damon recommended, who is wicked. Sorry, am I not supposed to say that? But we've got just so you know, when we're going 5/4 into a 6/8. So we're gonna do what this is gonna be like. Let me turn on the metronome for a sec. I'll count it out for 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then it goes into the 6/8 right there. Yep, it's gonna be pretty cool. And then why did this get so fucking low? We don't even need that anymore. So let's try this. This is gonna be pretty cool, I think. It'd be funny if it's just awful. All right, this is what we need. No, so we're gonna have. I'm just gonna get the counting in here, so I can see where these notes are. So we go 5, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And here, let's just switch to... Let's put one of these right now. This is obviously not going to be our beat, but just so I can come up with some, make sure the timing is all set up. So all I'm trying to do here is get like where the accents are going to be by putting them on a snare drum. This is going to let me like hear where the chord changes are happening a little bit easier. Just to kind of, so rather than listening to the metronome. Oop. Why am I not hearing you? Is it? Oh, it's muted. So 2, 3, 4, 5. 6, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1. And then we're going to. What do you got? Let's repeat this. And when we repeat it, we are going to change up the chords. This timing is going to be super interesting. Beat. There we go. All right, so far, did I just nudge that? No. So B minor. $99. Are you familiar with George Bellis? He does some crazy shit like that. Then we'll go end on a D. Oh, don't go to 16th notes. Jesus. 5, 6. We're going jazzy. I'm forgetting that. Dude, here. I'll have to show you. I'll send. If you can actually, you should look this up. I'll spell his name because I don't know. And then put it in the chat. That album, Vitali Capri, I think that's how you say his name. Extreme Measures has George Bellis playing on it, but George Bellis does a lot. Like, he's changed a lot. He used to be pretty much like what's on there. That's like neoclassical stuff, but some of the craziest guitar shredding ever. Like for that style especially, it's like a whole nother level than like I think than like Yngwie or any of that stuff. Anyway. He does a lot more like super progressive things, writing songs based on like, I think he gets way too high and then no, I don't know if he does or not, but he gets like, when I've talked to him, he gets really into like planets and space and stuff like that. So he kind of reminds me of old stoner people that like can't shut up about the space and but anyway, really, really wild stuff. I think you'd like. I'll put together highlights for you, so you know what to look for. I don't know about this. Let's say we do. I'm not feeling like repeating it all the way. What if we just did? Like, let's make this even a little bit weirder, right? So we'll do. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2. We'll repeat the 6/8 thing over here after only 2 measures of it. I'm just trying to hear what I'm thinking movement-wise. Oh, 99 would be crazy, right? The technically you could. Yeah, thanks for pointing that out. The chat on here got really small on me. Thank you. So it's not dumb hypothetically. It might make things difficult for you. Okay, so you can have any number hypothetically as the top number, because it's literally just how many beats are in that measure. But then you have to kind of think about the measures. A measure, like music used to not have measures, and it was like next to impossible to read, right? Because you didn't know where your ideas were starting over. You didn't know, like, it used to be a really poor system for writing out music, like way back in the day. So measures are a way of like organizing, like the sheet music should make it as easy as possible for the performer to do it, whether that's tablature, chord charts, lyrics, whatever the situation is. It should make it easier for the performer, right? And so with a measure, it tends to organize ideas. So if while you could do something in 99, let's say you could do 99/8 or 99/16, 90, that would mean 99 eighth notes before that idea kind of starts over. Totally possible. But if you think about it, a lot of times our ideas are going to be shorter than that. And so, like, on guitar, this is probably a good way of thinking about it. What's happening is, like, let me just show you this with the chords real quick. Let me make this bigger so you can kind of see. So what we have here is just the bass line, and I'll highlight it so you can kind of see. But this first note that is now black, right? That's our B minor chord. And what's happening here is if I change my grid to quarter notes, you can see we have... it changes the beat. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Then we switch to E for 5 beats. So what's happening there is it's kind of organizing where your chords are changing. So you have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4. So then here, this is a little bit different. I forgot I did this. It's still in 5/4, but I hit one chord for 3 and one for just 2 of those beats. And so it just it helps organize, like it's still in 5/4, but just there happens to be 2 chords. The time signature, this is the thing I wanted to make sure I brought up. Time signatures don't tell you what rhythm you're playing. They tell you what the total is. So I could be playing this, let's say we have only the first 2 chords real quick. And so it's all with 5 beats. You'll hear it every 5 beats it changes. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, 4, 5. 2, 3, right? So if I were to go you can go do whatever you want. You can go but as long as the transitions are happening in the same spot, right? So it's kind of, it can show where chords change, where a melody might start over. It could be, it really could be anything, like a motif or whatever. 6432. Yeah. So 6432. So that would mean you would have 64 30-second notes per measure. So you could simplify that one, though, if you wanted to, because, like, that's another thing. You can think about them in different ways. And a lot, so, like, with 64, 32, right? You cut that down, and you've got 32, 16. Cut that down, and you've got 16, 8, right? You can kind of cut that down. So, yeah, so then when you have, it's interesting. So it doesn't really matter what you do with that. Here, let's do one in that real quick. Let's just let's do it on a piano. That might sound a little bit nicer just to show this. So if we were to change our grid to 30 seconds and then 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yeah. So that's 1, 8, 16. Yeah, it's weird. So then we would end up having like but yeah. 16. Yeah, I think yeah, 16/8. Yeah. So then you could cut that, right? 8/4, or yeah. The thing, like, there's different type. You know what? I'm gonna have to find this thing for you, but I will. I'll send it to you, or I'll just give it to you Monday if I can't find it right away. But I know I have it somewhere. But I taught a clinic. I think it was back in 2006, where I was talking about the rhythms. And anyway, we ended up like going through all the types of rhythms and time signatures. So the first part, you have simple meters, things that are like 4/4. You've got compound, which is more where it's groups of 3, and then you have odd meters, where you have like an odd number, like we're doing right now, 5, right? So I've got like it's 16 pages of riffs of just like random stuff, just showing how it looks. I think I'll have to make that. I'll make that available to anyone that wants it. No problem. So here we're gonna have like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Forgot we did that there. Let's do something a little bit different at the end. Why not? Instead of just the 6, we'll go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Yep. Extend it. And that's actually kind of visually a little nicer because then it's going to repeat right on the grid. I mean, I technically could change the meters and stuff. I'm just being lazy, like with my songwriting, the way I always do that. Let's cut that there. Okay, so as far as like making a beat with this, we're still going to go kind of relaxing and stuff like that, but we've got 5 until this point. What I'm going to do is I'm going to take our little like guide and move it off of up there. And then that just helps me see it just because of the way that I have it. If you were typing in the time signatures, you don't have to do this stupid thing I'm doing. I just don't want to do that. All right, we'll start with those. And let's do open. Let's see. I don't like that. We want tight. Then we're going to add some little, like, some cooler stuff in there in a bit, but just for the purpose of now. And then we're going to have one of these. Yep. We're going to change these symbols up. And then here, oops. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 1, 2. Oops, let's just... And so just kind of gradually building it up. What will this will be interesting to play over. Oops. Then is it another 5? 4, 5, 1, 2, 1. Yep, right here. So we're just doing. Wait, let me just check. Measure. 3, 4, 5. There we go. I forgot. I did not change the whole part. So then here, let's do this. Get rid of those. Okay, so once we have this, it's going to be pretty straightforward, because all we have to do now, we've got our accent notes and our what's going to be our closed hi-hat, and you can always make it more fresh with other variations. So instead of hitting all of this, we're going to hit, let's do the crash, or the China, and then for this part, we're going to go crash left, China, crash right, China, and then here we'll hit the China again with this one. Oop, I did the China choke. Then crash right, and then let's do crash left, and then this one, and this one. Okay, so now I'm just going to put my kick at the beginning of each one, and we're going to put the snare accents just as like a halftime kind of, you'll see what I mean. Let's see. Let's just keep this more open. We're going to add ghost notes in a bit. And let's go to the ride for this bit, actually. We're going to make this a little faster, something. Oh, Jesus. Not that. Getting there. Oops. There it is. What didn't you get a response to? About Monday? I thought I responded to that. I said, yes, sir. Or are you talking about the stuff that you wanted to talk about? That's totally fine. We can talk about anything that you want. I've got a bunch of cool... go back to that. No. Wrong drum. Ding, ding, ding. Let's see if that works. Yep, totally cool, man. We have more time tomorrow too, so I don't necessarily like than we did the last time because I can hang out until about noon if we need. So we'll get you covered. All right, let's take a peek. All right, so this now you can see we have all the time signatures in there, the different rhythms, and now we would want to figure out a cool way of playing the chords, which we might end up. I don't have a ton of time today, obviously, because of family stuff, but we'll see how far we can get right now. Need to look here. Did I say tomorrow? Isn't it Monday? Sorry if I might have said that. Yeah, so I'm planning on seeing you Monday. I will not be there today. Yeah, I won't be here tomorrow, that's for sure. That would be the worst thing ever if you were to drive out here and like me to blow you off like that. Oops, shit. What if I just did that? That could be kind of cool. I'm just gonna do a simple layer because I think this will make it, and then we'll elaborate from that. But if we just were to go like so let's just get some textures in here. So as far as the backing track goes, right, if you have make it interesting. Make it interesting and know what you're supposed to play. Yeah, let's push that down actually. Sloppy as fuck, but we don't care. And then with this one, we can get something maybe. Yeah. Drunk go home. Alright, this is kind of cool. This is pretty chill. It's The other option, like, so right there I did 5. Would it sound cooler? That's a little bit different. Let's we'll stick with this. I don't need to change things up. But let's get this something a little bit better recorded for that, and then we'll do just like show kind of like the improvising melody over it before we gotta get going. So It's too much. Fuck me, that's 2. I kind of in my head I want to go to 6/8 there. And actually, that kind of shows the idea of, like, since I have the wrong number in my head, it's not lining up obviously with the part. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 5, 6. That's better. So then with this one, I kind of want to do, we're doing first and third with the other chords. So right here, what I'm going to do, first, fifth, and the ninth. I think that's going to sound pretty sweet. But I might have to play around with this a little bit to get it to be harmonized how I want. Let's do it low. That's kind of like spookier too. And we can do the triads with the ninths and then add the 7th chords in like the synth or something. Actually, let's get this. You know what else is kind of interesting? Like if we were just to change what we did with the drums, this could be something so different. You know, like real quick. If we were to do like like more of like a hip hop kind of sound, electronic kit, right? We could do. I just want to line these up. Yeah, we need to move it up. And actually, let's just. Fuck it. Let's do something real quick. Right, so. So fucking annoying. I didn't realize it was gonna have that ring to it. Ugh. But anyway, we can have like This is just loading up another kit. We'll have to play around with the styles, because we could. That's not a good sounding drum kit though. We'd have to pick another one. I don't want it to freak out. So back to this. Start doing something with tapping. I mean, stuff like that makes awesome textures, right? Like if we had... Oh, here, let me record this, and then we can do like some solos and stuff, and I'll do it with that. Okay, so we could do, I'm just going to add this to kind of flesh it out a little bit more, but we're not going to have it doing much. Here we go. It definitely changed, right? So like if we were sticking completely, we're using like a little bit of jazz influence in this, and if we were soloing over this, right? Go for it. Ask whatever you got. Yeah, for sure, man. We could. I'm always down for doing something like that. If you want, I don't know if you have my email. But yeah, welcome. Yeah, if you want to, I don't do Discord myself, but yeah, I could, maybe what you should just do is shoot an email here. Let me put it in the chat so you have it. Shoot me an email, and I will let me know what you need, and then I will. Here we go. Yeah, just let me know what you're looking for, and oh, thanks, Jen. Beat me to it. I should have known better. But yeah, I could play around with it, and we could figure something out. I should have. I've got a decent amount of recording stuff going on, but I don't. I definitely could fit something in, especially if it's if it's a single. Yeah. Oh, it's coming out nice. Yeah, feel free to share it. That's cool. So that, yeah, this evolved into something crazier, right? Like here, real quick, just let me, I'm not gonna spend time making this all like super nice sounding, but let's just do like just the chord progression as we started it. We're just gonna do like a 2-5-1 actually. So let's do this. The drums first, I guess. Yeah, but absolutely. Send it over. I'll take a listen and let you know what I think I can do, and we'll figure out what's best for the single. There's it's always cool to do something different, because then it's like keeps it fresh, and I like it'll be cool to listen to something that I didn't spend the time recording, because most of the time for me, I like a lot of times I mix a lot of students and stuff and other people, but a lot of times I'm just doing my own work. So let's see. All right, so we're just gonna do we're gonna get a rock. So we're thinking of rock. We're gonna do just say eighth notes on this, but let's go. So this is a super common jazz progression. We're just gonna have this, and then just to kind of show you, if we were to just kept it real simple without all the other stuff, it would be something more like this. A little different, right? So if we were a little bit more interesting, actually. my last chord, but we're gonna yeah, it's a simple chord progression. Just do 2 5 1. Forgets. Alright, so like just super slop, but just to make it a little bit more interesting. Now when you're soloing over this, right, we could make it real jazzy, or cool. I will. I'm looking forward to checking it out. I will. After this, we gotta. I think we gotta get going real soon. After I do a little. I mean, I want a solo though. Sorry, Jen. I need to do a little solo. But we could totally keep this more jazzy. But I think it would be cool to make this a little bit more. Actually, if we wanted to go, let's make it a little bit more fusiony, right? Like jazz, I'm not really. I don't want it to make it sound like super straightforward jazz. So let's go down actually. Turn this way down so I gotcha. Yeah, I'm looking forward. I'll check it out as soon as we're done here. Focus on rhythmics. Cool. Alrighty. So yeah. So if I were something, just do this, just soloing over this. If we wanted to make it kind of sound like we were doing originally, like the bluesy stuff would be more of the pentatonic and blues scale, right? Pentatonic blues. If we did like Dorian and stuff like that, it's gonna make it sound more jazzy. But we're using a pretty high gain tone right now, so. All kinds of sweeps over it, right? So like, yeah, you can see if you, depending on what scale and stuff you use, it can go a different direction. Okay, yeah, so I think I would, if I were doing this, I would probably, like for myself, I'd probably do a combination of those. A little bit, maybe a little bit more just straight, like, but just for the sake of doing those, we did those weirder rhythms and stuff. Anyway, All right, with the mix. That's cool. I mean, it's I gotcha. Yeah, that makes sense. Oh, by the way, guys, I am almost ready to do the Paul Wardingham song. I just have to little brag for a second. I have it at 190, so the song is technically at 200 beats per minute. I can play the whole thing at 190. So as soon as I can hit that 200 a couple times, I'm gonna get that going. So. You scared about the release? Like, just kind of nervous about it? I think everyone gets like that to some extent. Totally understandable. Cool. Oh, you promised without having it done, huh? I gotcha. Yeah. So I will, like I said, I'm gonna take a look at that real soon. Let me just double check. I got the email while you're on here. Yes. Got the mix for singles. Cool. Oh, what is this? Oh, okay. It's telling my don't stream tomorrow. That's all right. Don't need to do that. Cool. I got those emails that you sent. Yeah, I got that. So I'm gonna take a peek right as we're going. My wife and I are heading out of the studio right now, and then I'll take a peek. So, yeah, looking forward to checking it out, and appreciate you guys stopping by. Wicked, thanks again for the support, especially you're the man. And looking forward to our thing on Monday. I think just so you guys know, on the Tuesday stream, we're going to be doing some viewer feedback with John. He's been on here a few times. He's the next guy on the list that submitted some of his music that we're going to be working with, and then yeah, it should be pretty cool. So we're gonna work with that. I got some more drums for the solo album, so that's coming along nicely. It's things are moving along, so looking forward to getting back into the solo album and stuff like that. And yeah, and yeah, if you think of anything else that you need to send, just shoot me an email. I will get it, and then like if there's some other notes or something like that. But yeah, if I mix it, it's starting with vocals, tune them a bit. I got a pretty good system where it doesn't make it sound like a robot. With like unless that's I guess what you're going for. But I'll take a listen to it and get back to you real soon. So 1, 2, 3, thank you. Just get. Yeah, vocal sitting. I mean, if you're gonna be playing around with it, if you're playing around with it right now and you're trying to get it done, I think the thing with the vocals that you really need, is like kind of like with the mix of everything else that you have, you obviously want it to make it feel like it fits, right? And sometimes what makes them not fit is having too many different layers of different effects. So a lot of times, just this is a real brief explanation, but a lot of times what I find helps me make vocals fit better is to use the same kind of effects that I'm using on the other tracks. So for example, I don't use a different reverb or delay a lot of the times. It'll all be consistent. It'll be consistent between there's some those layers that can be kind of yeah. So I actually can't hear it right live. I would play it on stream, but we've got to get going. So I'm gonna check it out in the car as we're heading out, and I'll respond right away to it. But yeah, we've got to get going. So appreciate you guys. Hope you have a great rest of your day. And yeah, you'll see an email from me pretty soon. Within the hour, I'll check it out. So, all right, everybody, have a good rest of your day.